So, over the weekend, the holiday weekend, Saturday, I ended up blowing the drive shaft out of my RT. So before I get into the details, it turns out this is a very common issue with RT drive shafts. It does not matter generally how fast you go, how hard on your vehicle you are, whether you go to the drag strip or you go buy groceries in the thing. The drive shafts are prone to failure. So, with that being said, I did some research on this after it happened. And, you know, people are just on their way to the store or just going down the highway, normal highway speeds, between 60 and 85. And the drive shaft just comes apart in the middle and fucking blows up. So, with that being said, my drive shaft blew up under a little bit different circumstances. I was going down the interstate, but I was fucking flying. Got called out by a Ford Focus. I believe it was an RS. It's Labor Day weekend, so you're all riled up. You're like, sure, I'll fucking take you. And at 131, my drive shaft blew out. So, with that being said, though, I have repeatedly, ever since I got the Diablo tuner, I have repeatedly pushed that truck hard, very hard. So it's definitely taken it, and I'm surprised it has. Now currently there is only one place to go for a new drive shaft. If you want something aftermarket, if you want something more rigid than factory, and that is the Drive Shaft Shop. They make two types. They make a 5-inch aluminum, and as of today, that drive shaft is $997. And then they make a 3-inch carbon fiber. And as of today, that's $14.90. Now, the 3-inch carbon fiber is supposed to be more rigid. Any of you guys that really do go to the max, like the drag strips, that might be the option for you. The everyday driver slash I'll take you on the highway once in a while, that's the aluminum one is probably most likely for you. Personally, I would really enjoy getting that carbon fiber one, and it's really, really on my mind right now. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I called some local junkyards, and they're having a hard time locating one. It's a very hard drive shaft the factory one to find. So with that in mind, you're really kind of fucked. You know, you are really fucked. Now, I have read that you can convert them to regular drive shafts, but you need adapters on the ends or something of that nature. I didn't really dive too much into that. I didn't ask around. I read it, but I didn't ask these people who've done it. It turns out to be like a $1,600 option. So, we'll see. I do have some custom places that I'm talking to that think they can custom build it. I've sent them some photographs and of the ends, so we'll just have to see what they say. But we'll just have to wait and sort of see, you know, what they think of after the photos. Matter of fact, they just sent me a text, but I'm driving. But that's, you know, that's really it. I mean, you are literally, if you have an RT, whether you run it hard like me or you go get groceries, you are literally driving on a bomb. And it's only a matter of time before that drive shaft goes on you. And unfortunately, I don't have very good news for you. A quality replacement is sitting at minimum $1,000. You know, I really hate to bring that up, but if you've come across this before your drive shaft blows up, at least you've got the heads up. I didn't know this. I didn't know this one bit. I just assume I got a drive shaft, I got an RT, it's built for sport. You know, RT is race technology, and that was not the case. So at least you have a heads up. I never did. With that said and done, when I'm gonna get a replacement at the junkyard, but I'm just gonna drive this thing very ginger until I can either get a custom one or buy the racing one from the drive shaft shop. Until then, I gotta be honest with you, I just don't feel safe, if you will. So, but that's the news. That's the latest news on, you know, what's going on with this Ram RT. Once I figure out more, once I locate a drive shaft, I'll update the video. I'll send you something new, and we'll go from there.